I'm here with a San Francisco America's Greatest Otaku candidate, Elizabeth Schweizer. My understanding is you are an all-around otaku, right?
Absolutely. I started watching anime when I was 3 years old. My first was My Neighbor Totoro. When I was probably 5 or 6, my mom bought me a Sailor Moon costume for Halloween. Wow. She made another one for me a couple years later, which was Sailor Chibi Moon, the little pink-haired, her daughter.
Right.
And I wore that with pride. I thought it was the coolest thing. My mom actually made it. The first costume that I attempted to make on my own was a little bit after my mother made me a couple.
Which costume was it?
Kurenai from Naruto.
Okay.
If you saw the pictures, you would not recognize it. But I went and tried to enter a costume contest with it. I was humiliated. Everybody was older. They had more experience. I was just outclassed. And I said, I'm never going to a convention in a costume like this again. So I spent the next year trying to learn my way around the sewing machine. I made some clothes just for myself. And the finished product is this, actually.
This is impressive.
It's a night elf from World of Warcraft. It's got cords sewn on by hand. I did this skit at WonderCon, and I got the Best Presentation Award for it.
So how many costumes since that time have you made?
Oh boy. I'd say upwards of 20.
Really?
Yeah.
In just 3 years?
Yes.
Wow, so you're literally making costume like every 2 months.
Pretty much.
It looks like you've got a few over here.
Oh yes. Here's another example of my early work. It's actually part of the bodysuit that I used for Sango from Inuyasha. This was the first costume I actually ever won a craftsmanship award for. And I know it's really simple, but
this looks
it's
like just like
really
a real dress.
Yeah, that's what they said. They thought I'd bought it.
So what costume is this?
This is Asuka from Evangelion.
Oh, really? She wore this?
Yeah, the first time she shows up, she's, up on the boat and she's yelling at everyone and her skirt flies up. That's this one. The yellow heart is the symbol of prayer. Pure pine.
Nice,
I practiced that stuff in the mirror.
Really good. So tell us about this costume.
This is a costume of Cure Pine from Fresh Pretty Cure. I'm crazy about attention to detail, so in order to cover all my bases, I made it.
And you've got the wand.
Which is also homemade.
And your hair is different.
Yes.
That's a wig?
This is a wig, and so was the other one. This one used to be platinum blonde.
Wow.
And the character's got like an orangey yellow hair, and I wanted it to look pretty natural. So I took ink, mixed it with alcohol, diluted that with water, sprayed it onto the wig and the hairpiece, which is actually a clip-on, which was a different blonde, so I had to dye them to match.
Wow. What are some other types of otaku areas that you like?
Oh my goodness. Well, I draw, mostly just poster-style sketches. I used to do manga, but I found that I am not the most talented writer, so until I find somebody whose writing is compatible with my art, I'm just going to hold off on that. I've got the skills for it, I just don't have the stories or the concepts yet. And I do sing. I'm actually part of a non-profit singing group that's based in Japantown.
Can you sing a little for us here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What are you looking for?
Sailor Moon. How
Sailor
about
Moon?
Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
じゃなくて夢の中なら言える出航体の足音寸前今すぐ会いたいよ
Nice, nice. So you do all that stuff. Do you think that you're America's greatest otaku?
I don't think it, I know it.
So you know you're America's greatest otaku.
Absolutely.
Guys, what do you think? Elizabeth Schweizer, nice job. San Francisco, possible America's greatest otaku. We'll find out.